Hey guys, what's up? Yep, I'm over here in Ban Nong, Laos, in the rice field. Yeah. So I want to introduce myself a little bit. A lot of people have been asking me, how's it over here and this and that. I'm gonna give you guys some information of my experience of being a returnees. Right. So my name is Dam. I was born in Pak Se, 9 months in Pak Se. Then I went to a refugee camp. Parents took me to a refugee camp in Thailand. This is after the post-war, the secret war. It's supposed to be a Vietnam War, but I don't know why they bombed Laos. But anyways, so I was born in Pak Se, 9 months. Went to a refugee camp in Thailand and was raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's where we settled at. Uh, I did some unlawful things when I was a little kid. Went to prison and signed a deportation paper in 2010, I believe. Yeah, 2010. I'm on an order removal list since then. And now in 2025 is when I got arrested. Was living in Oklahoma at the time. Went to check in. Checked in October 29th. They told me to come back March. But the next morning, they knocked down my door and arrested me. Don't even know why they told me to come back and knock down my door the next morning. That's just how it is, I guess. So I've been in a detention center in Oklahoma for about 5 months. Was waiting for my travel documents from Laos. They moved me around. Before I even came here, they took me to Louisiana, Texas, and now I'm here. So upon arrival here, well, you know, when they put you on a plane, you are shackled up, handcuffs, legs shackled, waist and all. You on a plane for like 30 hours. From El Paso, they had a stop at Alaska, stopped at Guam, 30 hours. You gotta use the bathroom. They won't take out your shackles. They won't take out your handcuffs. So you're gonna have to make do with what you can. You gotta take a piss. You gotta piss with the handcuffs. Yep, that's how they do us. The funny thing is, they hire a third party for transportation, and only a few of them speak English. So expect that. They don't know English at all. So 30 hours of flight. Alaska, Guam, and then Laos. There was about, I would say 70 Laos people in the plane with us. 70 Laos people and about 40 Cambodians. Fortunately, they stopped at Laos first and dropped us off first. Then they went to Cambodia, drop off the Cambodians. Now, upon arrival in Laos, well, before they landed in Laos, like 30 minutes before, they took off the shackles, took off the handcuffs, give us our property, and now we walk down the plane when they land. Upon arrival, you get there's Laos ICE officers there. You gotta sign your name, give them the paperwork, and then they escort you to a compound. You live in a compound. I lived there for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks, so you gotta get a sponsor. You gotta get somebody to sponsor you out. If you don't have a sponsor, you're gonna have to stay there for a minute, maybe 3 weeks, maybe a month. I've seen somebody there that's been there for like 7 months. I guess they didn't want to leave. But if you don't have a sponsor, they will try to find you one. There's an organization that helps out. Thanks to there's freedom fighters. There's Laos Roots, the organization that help you out. Sometimes they give you care packages, shorts, underwear, shirts. But yeah, upon arrival, you go to the compound. They will take your phone. They will take all the money that you have with you, but they will keep it for you. They will confiscate it and hold it for you. You will get that in return. They will return it back to you once you leave the compound. Yeah. So once you leave the compound, after you get your sponsor, get all the paperwork done and everything, you leave the compound. You're still not a citizen in Laos yet. It would take you. You have to. Once you get out, you have to check in every 3 months with the city orในเมือง you have to check in ในเมือง in the city or the province that you're at or the village that you're at. Check in with the officers there every 3 months, and after a year you will be able to get a card which will state you as a residency. You're going to become a residency. That's when you're able to travel out of Laos. Now, within that year that you get released, you can't travel out of Laos. You have to stay within Laos. You can travel to like different city in Laos, but not out of Laos. Until a year. When a year comes, you get your residency, then you could travel out of Laos. You go to Vietnam, Thailand, whatever you want, right? And then after that year, you're able to travel whatever. You become a residency. You're not a citizen yet. You become a citizen after 2 years. Yeah, then that's when you become a citizen. Now within that first year, you want to buy land or whatever, you could still buy land, put it under somebody else's name. You can't put it on your name. Now, but after that year is done, you can put it under your name. You can put anything under your name, really. And when you buy it, it's officially yours. They can't take it from you. That's the good thing about Laos here. It's not like US. They still could take shit from you. Over here, you get the paperwork and everything. That's all yours. Yep, and that's how it is in Laos. I'm over here. I'm living here, Ban Nok, like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Pak Se, the city. I'm in the countryside. Living that original Laos life, the Ban Nok life. Yeah, I want to come check out my roots first. This is the village that my parents was born in. Parents and some of my brothers, some of my sister was born here. And I just want to see how they're doing over here. The biggest factor that came to my mind upon arriving here, toilet. Out in the countryside, they have no toilet. You're gonna be sitting, like squatting, shitting, yeah. And they don't use toilet paper, so, but they wash their ass with buckets of water in the bathroom. That's how they clean themselves, right? I guess it's more cleaner, more efficient, more eco-friendly, I suppose, instead of just using papers. But yeah, and the hardest part about this transition is probably leaving my kids, my wife and kids, my family over there. Yeah, that's the hardest part. But besides those two things that I complain about, it's pretty smooth over here. I decided to move over here in the countryside because it's a simple life. A simple, you're living off the land. You want to eat, you want fish, you just go to the river and fish. You want vegetables, you grow it yourself. There's plenty of mango trees, plenty of fruit trees, guava trees, jackfruit trees here. Just go pick it. Some people grow it in their yard and you just go ask them for it. They're pretty friendly here. And yeah, so that's just a summary of my life. If anybody has more questions, feel free to contact me. Yep. Well, so right now, just enjoy the view. I'm walking to one of the lands, one of my cousin's property. I'm going to one of my cousin's property. They just dug a hole. They were gonna make a fish pond. They was gonna raise some fish. So I'm gonna go check it out. Yeah, it's pretty far walk from the house. Trying to get some exercise in. Trying to lose some weight. Getting fat. Yeah, well, once I get there, I'll show you guys some more.